Boswell adds the extra point, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. At their own 24-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Jackson. Throw here down the field. His fall incomplete. Abrams looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
3rd down, 3 to go. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Boswell adds the extra point. The Saints will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
First Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson. Open man is Horton. It's caught. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 74 yards. It's a touchdown. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, New Orleans.
First down. First down 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. This is taken in by a teammate.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Saints first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, New Orleans.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Abdul Carter, he gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Burrow to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with 1st and 10. Burrow. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive? Or do they settle for 3? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Miller now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Real cool. Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. And now I'm finna, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself.
180. Get up. 180. Makes it hot. Hey, report.
They'll start on the ground with Sampson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. And that will be a first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, It's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get that out wide to Sampson. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he's in. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Dragons. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Burrow. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
Burrow now. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. He'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He's going to look deep for Adams. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He gets this one to Moore. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
To throw is Burrow. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league might kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
Jackson now to throw on first down. This one's hot right side. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. Saints going to use their second timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That'll be taken in by Sampson. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Hey, report! Report! Hey!
Second down, Jackson. Stretching the field is Knox. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's first and goal.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Middle.
Sampson trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. New Orleans, third and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal.
Nice hot. Good hot. What hurry? Yeah.
Jackson now. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
The 2-yard line yet again. What can they do on third and goal?
In
the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Orlando. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Saints 17.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Hardman now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
To throw on first down. Oh, a huge mistake right in the half. It is intercepted. And the Dragons will have great field position right around midfield.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Nice shot.
A first down throw for Jackson. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Thirteen. Get hot. 180. Get hot. 180.
On first and 10, Jackson in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Schrader's kick is good. And the Dragons tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Burrow. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Snapping like big tricks, bouncing to the groove. All by itself, such that's the new move. Boy, I'm like the I'm smoking up the back, I'm singing loud. I ain't showing what they call it.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Brings up second and
9. It is second and 9. Now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the run to the right. Off he goes. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. And I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this complete, finding Adams.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
That one swung out wide to Pacheco. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
Burrow to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And he's out of bounds on pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
I can promise you that when that play caller sent that second and short play in, he never imagined his next play call would be third and long. But after that loss there, that's the case, and he's got to be scratching his head.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Now, Burrow. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Miller now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Run! I don't need
On the ground, it's Sanchez to start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
180! 180! 13, 13.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
That's good.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A gain of 11 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he's into the end zone, and they are making it look easy. Allen Pierce, touchdown Dragons. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's get set. Dot. 180.
A first down throw for Burrow. Forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Second down. Burrow. A quick slant, and here's Adams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4. Burrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get...
And he will score! Game on! Davante Adams! Touchdown Saints! That his second TD catch of the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again?
That's caught! So they get the two-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
T-Ren, let's go. Alpha, sit hot. 180. Sit hot. 180. Hey, sit hot. 180. That's hot.
Back to throw, Jackson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain on the play.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Sit hot. 180.
Jackson now on second down. Rolling right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds. Up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
First and 10.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now here comes the screen to Sampson. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Hey, sit hot. 180.
Now it's Jackson. Right side, caught by Burton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Here's Sampson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
180. What? 180.
Up the middle. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down.
Yo. Go.
To throw is Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8. That's going to be good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Sit hard.
On the draw, it's Sampson. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Saints' 10-yard line.
Shot! 180! Shot! 180! One shot!
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Shot! One shot! Middle. Shot!
Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Torrey Horton. Touchdown, Orlando. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Prater now on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dragons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. This is 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Pick by Malachi Starks. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Saints 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. right back to the air following that pick six. Throwing left side there, but it is...
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Burrow here on second down. Catch left side is made by Higgins. Here's 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Burrow. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down. Throwing is Burrow. That's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw and the pass is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on 4th down.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Saints.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Dragons are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Try it again. Started me over right back at the end.